वेलकम टू लीगल लर्निंग हब. आपले या चॅनलवर स्वागत आहे. आजच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण एका महत्त्वाच्या केसचा अभ्यास करू, तसेच त्या निर्णयाचा कायदेशीर परिणाम समजून घेऊ आणि शेवटी काही MCQ सोडवू. चला तर आजच्या केसला सुरू करूया. आजची केस आहे केशवानंद भारती वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ केरला. तर थोडक्यात मी या केसबद्दल माहिती देते. केरळमधील एका मठाचे प्रमुख असलेले केशवानंद भारती यांनी त्यांच्या मठाच्या मालमत्तेवर परिणाम करणाऱ्या जमीन सुधारणा कायद्याला आव्हान दिले. हे प्रकरण सर्वोच्च न्यायालयात गेले. सुनावणी दरम्यान एक अतिशय महत्त्वाचा घटनात्मक प्रश्न निर्माण झाला. तो असा की संसदेला संविधानातील कोणतीही तरतूद, अगदी मूलभूत अधिकार सुद्धा कोणत्याही मर्यादेशिवाय बदलण्याचा अधिकार आहे का? तर सर्वोच्च न्यायालयाने ऐतिहासिक निर्णय देत सांगितले, संसदेला संविधानात दुरुस्ती करण्याचा अधिकार आहे, परंतु संविधानाची मूलभूत रचना दॅट इज बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर नष्ट करण्याचा अधिकार नाही. याच निर्णयातून बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर डॉक्ट्रिन जन्माला आली, जी आजही भारतीय संविधानाचे संरक्षण करते. फॅक्ट्स ऑफ द केस वी कॅन should remember. In short, I have made this flow chart. Kesavananda Bharati, land reforms. It was a property dispute. Constitutional amendment. Supreme Court judgment was passed, and basic structure doctrine was evolved from this. So the issue of the case is, like I said in Marathi, whether Parliament's power to amend the Constitution under Article 368 is unlimited, and secondly, Parliament can amend the Constitution but cannot alter its basic structure. Next, let's see some importance about the case. So Parliament can amend the Constitution, but Parliament cannot destroy its basic structure, and protects democracy, rule of law, judicial review, federalism, and constitutional democracy. If we see, basic structure is a collection of essential features of Constitution. These features include supremacy of the Constitution, democracy, rule of law, judicial review, federalism, secularism. These all are protected, and we take precaution that these features are not damaged while we are amending the Constitution. So let's start with today's few MCQs. So let's solve some MCQs based on the case law. Which latter case reaffirmed the basic structure doctrine and struck down parts of the 42nd Amendment? It was Minerva Mills. Which constitutional principle was affirmed by Kesavananda Bharati case? The correct option is limited amending power. The phrase basic structure appears nowhere in the Constitution. The basic structure appears nowhere. Kesavananda Bharati modified the position taken in Golaknath case. Golaknath case was before Kesavananda Bharati case. Which earlier case held that Parliament could not amend fundamental rights? It was Golaknath case. Next, judicial review is protected because it forms part of basic structure. It is a feature of basic structure, and so it is protected. The basic structure doctrine is a balance between flexibility and preservation. Which of the following best describes the ratio of the case? Constitution is amendable but not destructible. This is the best describe the ratio of the case. The basic structure doctrine was propounded in Kesavananda Bharati versus State of Kerala case. The Supreme Court held that Parliament can amend any provision but cannot damage the basic structure. Amending power is granted, but basic structure cannot be damaged. Which article primarily deals with amendment of the Constitution? Article 368. This is important. Article 368, amendment of the Constitution. The basic structure doctrine primarily act as a limitation on legislative amending power. Legislative amending power. Which of the following is not generally recognized as part of the basic structure? We have seen this before. Judicial review is a feature of basic structure. Rule of law and democracy both are also feature of basic structure. Right to property is not a part of basic structure. So, the decision was delivered by 7-6 majority of judges. The central issue in Kesavananda Bharati was scope of Parliament's amending power under Article 368. So, the judgment in Kesavananda Bharati was delivered by 13 judge bench. Which statement is correct? Constitution is supreme over Parliament. So let me explain you this MCQ. In India, the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. All organs of the state, Parliament, Executive and Judiciary derive their powers from Constitution and must act within its limits. Parliament can make laws, Judiciary can strike down laws, Executive implements the laws. So, in one sentence, we should remember that the Constitution is above all institutions and authorities in India. So, the correct option is Constitution is supreme over Parliament. Which of the following was rejected in Kesavananda Bharati case? Parliament possesses unlimited amending power. It was rejected. Parliament possesses power to amend, but it is limited. संसदेला दुरुस्ती करण्याची शक्ती आहे, परंतु ती मर्यादित शक्ती आहे. Which of the following would mostly likely violate the basic structure doctrine? Amendment, abolishing, judicial review. We have seen this before. Judicial review हे संविधानाच्या बेसिक स्ट्रक्चरचा एक भाग आहे. जर संसदेत अशी दुरुस्ती करते की न्यायालयाचा कायदा तपासण्याचा अधिकारच काढून टाकला जातो, तर ती दुरुस्ती बेसिक स्ट्रक्चरला धक्का देते आणि असंवैधानिक ठरू शकते. म्हणून amendment abolishing judicial review is likely violating towards basic structure of doctrine. Let's see few fun facts about the case. This was the longest constitutional case in Indian history, 68 days of hearing, and it held the largest bench ever, like I said, 13 judge bench, and one judge vote made the difference. 7-6 majority judgment was passed. 2483 celebrated as a landmark in Indian constitutional law. So hope you all like this video. Hope this helps you in the studies, and if you like or really find this video helpful for your education, do like, share and subscribe with your friends, and let's see you all in the next video with a new case. Thank you.